if I win, it's like below weight, okay, beat a UFC fighter. But if I lose, it's like he was never any good anyway. He got beat by an MMA guy. I won't let the little kids come.
Why is that?
I just don't want them to see their dad getting punched or hurt. You know what I mean? It's not something that children should really experience. I told Joe, live on the internet, if you come to Morecambe Bay, I'll almost guarantee you a win over Zhang. We all know that wasn't a low blow. Usyk got beat fair and square. Fair and square, he lost by knockout. It crippled him. And I just feel heartily sorry for Daniel because he should be the unified champion right now.
Would you really consider going into a cage?
I'd go in a cage with Ngannou for sure.
Would you let him kick you?
Let him kick me, let him do what he wants to me. Full MMA fight.
Tyson
Yep.
Fury. How are you?
That's the name, man. Don't wear it out. First thing first, Wardy's got a small Corey. And after that, we're ready to rock and roll.
Well, I'm sure Wardy will be contesting that when we put this out across social media. So this big fight, I mean, this is it, right? This is
it.
Battle of the Baddest. Aren't you already?
This is it. Don't get scared now. This is it. The biggest, baddest fight on the planet. Make no mistake. Two biggest athletes on the planet. Well, you couldn't call me an athlete. Strike that. The biggest athlete versus the fat man.
But have you seen the size? You've seen the size of him, right? He has to cut weight to make heavyweight in the UFC. Did you know that? He has to cut weight to get to 265,
yeah.
He might be bigger than you.
He might be. He might be 300 pounds.
What do you think about that?
Bigger they are, the harder they fall. That's what they say, innit?
That is what they say. This actual fight itself, right? So people have talked about, oh, obviously he's going to bash him up. He's beaten Wilder. Wilder punches really hard. But this guy's in the Guinness Book of World Records for punching as hard as a small family car. Any concerns?
Don't let him hit me in the face. Hard. Listen, I've seen what he did to Alistair Overeem with that left uppercut. Yeah. Bang. It was a clean, horrible, brutal, dirty knockout. So I don't want to be one of his memes. That's for sure. I want to turn this motherfucker into a meme.
Well, look, people have been saying that they look at the Mayweather versus McGregor fight, right? The last big crossover. And they say maybe Mayweather carried McGregor for a few rounds. That's what people say. Can you afford to even think about carrying someone like that?
No, you can't let a big man get in his groove. Especially a big, dangerous knockout puncher like Ngannou. Just got to go in there and do what I do best, and that's win. However it is, first round, 1 round, 3 rounds, 10 rounds, whatever. Whatever it is, just to win. That's the most important thing for me.
Kicks off Riyadh season as well this fight, October 28th.
Yeah, it's big pressure for both of us, you know. Well, it's probably one of the biggest events in the world. Well, the biggest event in the world, what me and him's doing. But to be part of the Riyadh season as well, it's unbelievable.
Are people really sort of understanding the jeopardy for you in this fight? Because everyone just expects you to win, right? If he lands something on you, what does that... I mean, that's massive. What does that say about boxing?
Listen, it's all men that get in the ring with me. They know it's one, they're getting the lottery win straight away. And if they can beat me, then their lives and families' lives have changed forever. So it's there's a lot on the line for him here. And even more on the line for me. If I win, it's like below weight, okay, beat a UFC fighter. But if I lose, it's like he was never any good anyway. He got beat by an MMA guy. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of pressure on me here, what people are underestimating.
It feels like it's all on you. All the pressure for this
Well,
fight.
I thrive under pressure.
Yeah.
I'm living with 1 foot in the pressure cook and 1 in the frying pan at all times. And it hasn't stopped me before, so... I'm sure he's got a good game plan, but like Mike said, everyone's got a plan till they get punched in the mouth.
Well, look, Mike's involved, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that must be quite surreal. Like, literally, the man you were named after is trying to game plan someone to
knock me out.
Yeah.
Pretty strange, really, isn't it? But again, it's just business, and there's no friends in business, as I well know.
Talk to me about Netflix. I mean, it feels like your stock has gone up. You're more famous than ever. You took us all on a bit of a journey in there as well. Did you enjoy it? Have you watched it back?
I watched it all when it dropped, straight away. The first day it came out, I watched all 9 episodes, one after the other. We was very happy with the way it all turned out. Very good. It was number 1 for 2 weeks. It's been number 1 in 10 countries for a month. It's been unbelievable. Netflix got some feedback. It's the biggest viewed TV show they've ever done in the UK. Since Netflix started in England, this is the highest one out of all of them. That's an interesting fact, isn't it? The old fat bald-headed man has now done the biggest Netflix series that in the UK's ever had. That's fucking jokes, isn't it?
Was any of it hard to watch?
Listen, it was real. I'm a realist. Everything I do is real. So watching myself on TV, hard times, good times, bad times, it's all a part of who I am. And it's been well received because I've had tons and tons and tons of feedback. Very positive. And everybody wants to see a second series.
There was a quote, I assume you said it, that you maybe tried to leave the filming halfway through.
I did.
Talk to me about that.
I wanted to get rid of the film and I couldn't take it anymore. It was too much. It was overwhelming for me. So I tried to pay my way out of it, but I couldn't. So we persevered and got through it. And in the end, I was happy. But I didn't pay my way out because it turned out to be a #1 hit and a fantastic show. Fantastic insight in a one, a crazy family, and two, the mind of a mental crazy person.
In the Chisora fight that was documented in that, I remember your kids, the eldest ones, they wanted to come along to the fight.
Yeah.
And you were reluctant, but eventually you let them come.
Yeah, I let them come.
What about this one? Can they come to this?
I'm going out here to do a job and get out of there. You know, I'm not going here to play games or whatever. And I'm sure Prince will want to come, my oldest boy, because that's what he wants to do. And I might let him, but I won't let the little kids come.
Why is that?
I just don't want them to see their dad getting punched or hurt. You know what I mean? It's not something that children should really experience.
Well, look, that's another point to the jeopardy for you in this fight. Again, people are just dismissing Francis Ngannou. You've got a 300-pound bloke in front of you trying to take your head off.
Of course. Very dangerous fight. Very dangerous fighter. Little man.
Squeeze, keep squeezing.
Don't worry about it, Mosh. Here, have a feel of them. Have a grab, go on. Try it, son, you'll like it.
No.
This is the most athletic body in the world. High performance athlete.
After me, yes.
No.
After
Number
me,
one.
you are athletic, so I don't get tricked by
Look
this.
here, I'm even got grey hairs now to add into the flavour. Grey as a badger, fat as a pig, and still the dominant one.
Until October 20.
I want to just chat to you briefly about a couple of other things. Joe Joyce, Zhilei Zhang.
Yeah.
What on earth happened in that fight? You must have watched it. What did you think when you were watching that?
He got beat like I thought he would. Me and Shane thought that Zhang would beat him. I actually thought that Joe would have to get up off the floor a couple of times and claw a win back, maybe, if he took him a few rounds. But obviously he didn't and he got beaten. I told Joe, live on the internet, if you come to Morecambe Bay, I'll almost guarantee you a win over Zhang. Hi guys, this is the message to Big Joe Joyce. Joe, I saw you got the Zhang fight coming up again. If you want some proper southpaw sparring from someone who's bigger, fatter, quicker, harder puncher, everything than Zhang, please come up to Morecambe and do some sparring with me. It can only improve it. It'll make it better. And trust me on this, I've got a secret for you and I know how to beat that Zhang. Chop him down like an old oak tree. The offer's there, Joe. Get yourself down to Morecambe Bay and do as many rounds as you want with myself. Get up there. Can't say any better than that. I won't charge you a lot, just 100 grand a round. And he didn't. He went to Vegas, so you can't help somebody who don't want to be helped. And it is what it is. Tough fight again, 50-50. But you'd have to say, you have to favour the champion. Because one, he's just beat him already, knocked him out. And two, he'll be on a real high and his confidence will be even more up, knowing he can win. Before he wasn't sure, now he knows. But if he would have come to Morecambe Bay, I could have guaranteed him victory.
What does he need to do to beat Zhilei Zhang, other than go to Morecambe Bay?
I can't tell you that because that would be giving my training secrets away. But let me just say, make no mistakes about it. If Joe would have come up to Morecambe Bay, he would have smashed Zhang. But now I'm not so sure. You'd have to favour the Chinese man, purely on the fact he's already beat him once. And if he doesn't do something different in the next fight, then if he goes down the same road, he'll beat him again.
Your dad rates him. Your dad said he's the second best heavyweight in the world, Zhilei Zhang. What do you reckon?
I think he's a very tough opponent and he's a big southpaw punching man. He's not like Usyk, a feather duster, jibbing and jabbing around the ring. This man's trying to take your brains out. 6'6" and 20 stone. So he's a very, very different customer. Very dangerous man. Very dangerous.
Speaking about Usyk there, you brought him up. So, was it a low blow or wasn't it a low blow?
I've been boxing all my life. 2-time world heavyweight champion and lineal champion and the second longest reigning lineal champion in history. And it wasn't a low blow. It was on the belt. And anything below the belt is a low. When we go in the ring, when we fight, sometimes I have my shorts up high and the referee will say, waist is high, Tyson. Anything here is okay. Anything below that is illegal. But we all know that that wasn't a low blow. Usyk got beat fair and square. Fair and square, he lost by knockout. Knockout for a body shot. It crippled him. And I just feel heartily sorry for Daniel because he should be the unified champion right now on course to fight me for his biggest payday his life will ever see. And I feel sad for him. So, that's boxing. It won't be the first time someone's been fucked out of something, and it guarantee won't be the end time. And that's just the world we live in. And unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Those body shots, I remember when I think Joshua was going to fight him probably the second time, and you put out this video, this is what AJ needs to do. You're banging away to the body. Have you always sort of known that he's vulnerable there, Usyk?
I don't know if he's vulnerable to the body or what. The face he's vulnerable to. The body is like a quit. I saw something in Usyk the other day. He quit. He quit like a little bitch. And then moaned about it and cried about it and got up after 5 minutes. So he's quit once already, in my opinion. And what do I know? I'm only the world heavyweight champion, undefeated for 15 years. So yeah, he's quit once, he'll do it again, for sure. But I feel sorry for Dan. Dan beat him, fair and square. Hit him on the belt line, which is not below the belt. What anyone wants to say, and by the way, he had his shorts up here, and then when the fight was over, he pulled his shorts down under his belly button. Come on, we're not born yesterday. Make no mistake, he lost that fight.
What's the hardest fight out there for you?
For me, Francis Ngannou. Because one mistake, it's over, and he's not expected to beat me. None of these guys are expected to beat me, but particularly not an MMA guy. So that would be the biggest egg in my face if I got knocked out by Francis, wouldn't it? It'd be too good for me, really, wouldn't it? He put me out of my misery, actually.
Well, look, you've said that before. Someone's going to end up putting you out of your misery.
Yeah,
That's how
of
you're
course
gonna
they
leave the
will.
sport.
I clearly can't put myself out of my own misery, so I hope someone else does it.
Look, I just want to close up by, we've talked before about how your relationship with boxing, it's like that, right?
And now I've got new goals, though, so everyone's
Talk to me
fucked.
about them. Come on, what are they?
I want to top the Forbes list, the highest paid athlete ever for the year, and I want to make a Hollywood movie. So, yeah.
Okay.
New goals.
Any
New goals, baby!
Any new goals in the ring?
I've completed the ring game. It's fucked. It's done. Done everything there is to do. Won every belt there is to win, and been undefeated in 15 years and 2-time undefeated champion. So
Just free rolling.
hopefully I get through in Ngannou, and then I'd either fight in Ngannou in a cage or I'd fight John Jones in a boxing match.
What's the harder fight, boxing-wise, John Jones or Francis Ngannou? By the way?
Francis Ngannou,
Why is that?
bigger and stronger and probably more powerful.
Would you really consider going into a cage?
I'd go in a cage with Ngannou for sure.
Would you let him kick you?
Let him kick me. Let him do what he wants to me. Full MMA fight.
How would that go?
I'd knock him out. I'd probably break his arm on the way to do it as well, with an armbar.
Well, look, that's
I'll kick his leg and break it in two.
There is the man there, Francis Ngannou, on that camera. He's watching this, and you got a message for him? Anything you want to tell him?
Yeah, I'm knocking you the fuck out, Dosser. Boom. And you know it as well. Spark out. Slink.
Pleasure as always.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.